Before starting the news, we would like to hear your opinion on the following poll. Today's question: does Jussie Smollett's planned racism hoax plan is acceptable? Kindly press the like button and comment your answer in the comment section given below. We are anxious to hear from you. Now let's move on to the news. Kim Foxx could get 20 years in prison for illegally protecting Jussie Smollett. Former Deputy Assistant General John Yoo joined Laura Ingraham on Thursday night to discuss the Jussie Smollett fiasco in Chicago and said that Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx could be looking at 2 decades in prison as convicted of corruption in the Jussie Smollett case. John Yoo: this is why we have a U.S. Justice Department. Okay, so maybe they just spent a lot of time investigating President Trump to no good effect, but now they actually exist to make sure there is no corruption going on in state government. If you look at the details of this case where Mrs. Obama's chief of staff calls the prosecutor Kim Foxx and all of a sudden these machinations occur and then the case gets dropped. That is exactly what the Justice Department is supposed to be involved in, to make sure there is no corruption in state government. I hope that President Trump is right and that the FBI is starting an investigation to look into this. Laura Ingraham: what's the potential criminal exposure here, both for Foxx and the state's attorney office itself? John Yoo: so Foxx could be potentially liable of what is called mail wire fraud, of depriving citizens of their honest services, which if she is convicted, this is the standard law that is used to go after corrupt state officials. The maximum sentence is 20 years in prison. He also told Ingraham that Smollett is not done with the law and could also be prosecuted by the feds even though he did not face state charges. His story is not over. Even though the case under state law could be dropped, he could be prosecuted under federal law, Yoo said. He used the internet again, mail and wire fraud, to engage in a conspiracy to defraud, namely the peoples engaging in contract negotiations with, to defraud the people of Chicago, he said. Plus he did this crazy thing before when he mailed himself chemical weapons. He mailed himself a white powder, claimed it anthrax, trying to report back to the police. That's actually a federal crime, to create a hoax, he said. And worse for Smollett, he said, I do not think Michelle Obama can call the Attorney General Bill Barr and get the charges dropped. Lol. From Fox News. The National District Attorneys Association chided the prosecutor's handling of the case, including Fox's decision to recuse herself before Smollett was charged last month because she had discussed the case with a Smollett family member. The case was then handed to First Assistant State's Attorney Joseph Moggetts. First, when a chief prosecutor recuses him or herself, the recusal must apply to the entire office, not just the elected or appointed prosecutor, the group said in a news release. This is consistent with best practices for prosecutors' offices around the country. The group, which claims to represent roughly 2,700 prosecutors' offices around the country, also said that prosecutors should not take advice from politically connected friends of the accused. Each case should be approached with the goal of justice for victims while protecting the rights of the defendant, the group said. When you share to your friends, you greatly help distribute our content. Please take a moment and consider sharing this with your friends and family. Thank you, we appreciate it. Sharing is caring. Kindly help us to distribute our content so others can acknowledge this too, and support us in our mission to make America great again. Thanks for watching.